and my actual eyesight. Is there the high drive? Deep center! Go! 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 We're out of here! We're out of here! Say ya, playa!
Just like they drew it up in Hollywood, Caladros, the 3-2. Swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons! And this is it for good! The Audubon Green Wave are back in the Final Four! A dog pile on their side!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DW Broadcasting's coverage of men's varsity.
From our entire crew, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, folks.
All right, well, we talked to Brandon Doherty on Monday after Gloucester Catholic beat St. Joe's Hamilton, and he said it's going to be even louder on Thursday. Boy, he wasn't kidding. Welcome to what will probably be our last basketball game of the 2024 season. It's the Bishop Eustace Crusaders and the Gloucester Catholic Rams right here for the Mike Angelotti Gym on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. I've got my producer Gavin Van Rel with me tonight, and this is going to be a star-studded event. You've got two teams of wildly different records and wildly different calibers of play. On the bottom of your screen, Bishop Eustace is 4 games under 500. But why is that? Because they're in the same division as Cherry Hill West and Camden. They've got to play Camden twice in a year. I'd be 12 and 16 too if I had to play Camden twice in a year. But Bishop Eustace as a 3 seed is going in quite confident tonight. It's basically going to be a 50-50 matchup with potential to be the best of the year. We're going to be setting up. We are right now on the other side of the gym from where we were last night. We were over on the far side, across from the scores table. Right now we are behind the scores table for tonight's game with how packed it is. It was sold to the brim 30 minutes before tip-off. But tonight, it's Eustace and GC right here on DWB. We'll be right here for the pregame ceremonies, which we'll cut to right now. Stay tuned. We've got a heck of a show on the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's matchup of the Gloucester Catholic Rams as they host the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. Tonight's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the NJSIAA. These rules provide for fair competition amongst players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated. It could be subject to violators of protection and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of sportsmanship. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem.
right, so that's your Bishop Eustace starting lineup. Sorry, our camera cut out for a second there. And let's take a look at those starting lineups. So yeah, let's start with the Eustace starters, as we did miss that. It's going to be Ian Glassmacher, Delano Mann, Braden Colleen, Dylan Adamanis, and Tommy Semreglio for Bishop Eustace. Again, apologies that we missed this one. But for Gloucester Catholic, on the other hand, it's going to be the same five that we saw on Monday. Carlos Mendez, Jack Moscaro, Trey Battle, Noah Genipro, and Kyle Golden. So that will be your starting five for the Gloucester Catholic Rams tonight, led by Brandon Doherty.
At number 33, we have and at number 11, we have
All right, so here we go. 32 minutes of South Jersey basketball right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. It's Bishop Eustace and Gloucester Catholic squaring off in a matchup that, in all likelihood, will set them up versus St. Rose next week, one of the top 10 teams in the nation. This, for many of these fans, is their championship game. They know St. Rose is 26-2 on the year, but that doesn't faze them. These 10 players on the floor and these countless fans in the stands could not care less. Golden has it, and Bishop Eustace has the first possession. We are underway at Gloucester Catholic. Getting the first hold for Bishop Eustace will be Braden Colleen. Pass back to Colleen. Still keeping it beyond the three-point marker. That ball gets bobbled. It's out, and Eustace is going to hang on to it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Blocked. Or rather, no, Bishop Eustace had it. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties to start the game. Genipro has it, so please bear with us while we fix this issue. Genipro to Battle. All right, I think it just got fixed. It looks like it did. 2-0 Eustace after they got the first basket of the night. Genipro gets a step into it, but Eustace turns it over. And now it goes back to Glassmacher, who gets it, and it's a 4-0 run for the Crusaders. Carlos Mendez has it. Ball gets knocked away, and Eustace off to a hot start. They are already starting up the burners and turning it up to 11 as they've gone off to the first two baskets tonight. So again, apologies for the difficulties, but we've got a foul. So that will bring our first shot from the charity stripe tonight as Glassmacher will go to the stripe. Good. 5-0. Eustace has been pretty mobile tonight. They've got their own student section with seats on the stage, and you know, some of the premier Catholic schools in South Jersey, they have made themselves known and they have made their presence known here tonight. But Brendan Doherty and his guys, they've been here before. They were down by double digits, as that's going to be a kick ball violation. That's what I thought. But yeah, I mean, look, GC's been down before and they've come back before. I just think Eustace right now has an early upper hand. You know, a lot of it can sometimes be attributed to first quarter jitters. Dnipro gets it up the middle, gets the feed. Now Mendez puts up a three. Go! The lead is immediately cut in half, and Golden caught a heave from all the way down the floor, but it goes to no avail, and Eustace will retain the possession with Killeen to throw it in. Killeen cuts up the middle. Glassmaker from the elbow goes to the right block and misses. Got blocked. Now the second chance doesn't go. They'll get back on defense and we'll see how Gloucester Catholic will fare from inside. Now Dnipro couldn't get it behind the back. Killeen up, gone, and the foul! Braden Killeen gets the and one with a chance to blow this game to a 6-point lead if he can get it. The second foul of the evening and the second three-throw attempt here from Eustace. Good. 9-3. Mendez has been the only point scorer for Gloucester Catholic tonight. And it has been attributed to that three-pointer. Dnipro in trouble. Gets heavy defense. Golden kicks it out to Dnipro. Three. Good! He did it again! Billy Dnipro. 9-6. They've been killer from outside.
Game is off to a hot start tonight. Braden Killeen with the and one, just a possession to go for Eustace. Eustace looking to get their aerial shooting from beyond the arc. Gloucester Catholic already started it for tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, look, Bishop Eustace got off to a hot run, but Gloucester Catholic has said that, hey, we are here and we are here to stay. From the corner, no good. Dnipro pulls it in. Mendez has it. Mastero brings it to Mendez. Trey Battle beyond the arc, cuts Killeen to the right and puts his whole chest into it. Shot is waved off for that foul. It's going to be called against Eustace there. That will be their first foul. Looking for their first shot, not worth a three tonight. Mendez gets blocked. They keep it in bounds. He lays it in. No foul. No. Foul got called way from back of the court. Brandon Doherty is livid as there were two men flying in the air like they just checked in with air traffic control. Doherty not happy. Going to the line is Tom Semriglio, and he misses his first. When Coach Doc said that this place was going to be louder tonight than it was Monday, he was not kidding. He misses both. Battle pulls in the rebound, and he'll stop again. Mendez takes it up the floor. Immediately in a full sprint, gets the layup and goes. There's Semriglio. Killeen to number 3, Dylan Mann. That one misses. Mastero got a hand on it, but Dnipro will get scored with the rebound. Mendez. Mastero pulls up for a contested three, doesn't get it. So the first three ball that Gloucester Catholic has missed tonight. And now Killeen, the point guard, is going to bring it up the floor for Bishop Eustace. I mean, after Bishop Eustace was out to a surefire lead, and it looked like this was going to be a runaway game, Gloucester Catholic pulled them in, reeled it in, and now Bishop Eustace with another statement shot, 11-8. Back to a 3-point game. But like we said, Coach Stock is never a guy who will give up, as a catch-and-shoot three from Estero doesn't go, and that will be Bishop Eustace ball. I mean, again, you know, when you look at these matchups, you look at the two records. One team is above 500, one team is below it. You have to scratch beneath the surface when you look at what goes into the seeding and what goes into why a team is where they are at in the first place. Bishop Eustace is 4 games below 500, and they were 3-7 in the Olympic National Division. But who was in that division? That was your Cherry Hill West. That is your Camden Catholic, even your Camden East Side. All of those teams participate in that division. And Winslow, Paul Sixth, good! Tie the game. And Coach Doc calls a timeout. Gloucester Catholic goes from down 6 to down 0. We'll take a quick break. It's 11-11, 2:36 left in the first. All right, you can remember that. Listen to this. Back and forth dueling student sections. One is bigger in numbers than the other, but one also has home court advantage. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is fun. This is fun, playful banter. It's not abusive. It's not bullying. It's not harassing. These are fun student sections. But it will take a break for now as Colleen takes it, brings it to man. Ball gets lost and ball gets out of play. But Coach Falcon, for Bishop Eustace, he is one of the most legendary coaches in South Jersey, as Janipo is going to put up a 3 and he's got it. And for the first time tonight, Gloucester Catholic has the lead. Eustace will find a way to get him back. Floater tried to be a little nice with it, and he was short. And now Semraglio misses the layup. They go 0 for 2 on what could have been surefire shots. And now Mendez backs it up, takes it well beyond the arc, passes to Mistero, and now a walk called on Gloucester Catholic. I think Gloucester Catholic's got the edge right now in student section. Just by numbers, I guess, but I mean, hey, you know, they weren't lying when they said this place was going to be a darn near circus tonight. 14-11 Gloucester Catholic with 80 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's been a slow roll so far, but heavy offense, including on that first 6-0 run from Bishop Eustace. A 3-ball good, and this game is tied. Semiraglio, ties this game at 14 with a minute left. I mean, you know, look, neither team cracked double digits at the end of the first quarter on Monday. These teams are playing fundamentally different basketball from one night to the next. Uh-oh. Timeout is called. There's a issue with the student section. Who has what? Somebody took a megaphone away. They tell you no noisemakers. Somebody at the Paulsboro-Pittman game on Tuesday had gotten away with having an air horn for free throws, and nobody did anything about it. Here comes a scramble in the paint, and Mendez stepped out. It's only the first quarter, and this place is already turned into a nut house, if you will. Ryan Murphy came up there and tried to figure out who the culprit was, but they took care of the situation. So not even a first quarter gone, and we've already got an item confiscated tonight. Doherty burned one of his timeouts in the first, as Colleen taking his time, again with no shot clock. He doesn't have to. They're waiting for a play. I was going to say, Braden Colleen should be careful. He shouldn't turn his back here. The fact that they're not challenging Colleen with not anywhere close to enough fouls to draw a bonus, they should be attacking. That shot doesn't go. Put back doesn't go. And they're not going to get a third chance. We're going to be tied 14 apiece at the end of the first quarter. An excellent first quarter of basketball. We've still got another 24 to play. We'll be right back after this.
Victor Santucci in Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for
End of the first quarter. It's 14 all after Bishop Eustace jumped out to a big lead. It has now relinquished. We are tied at the end of the first quarter. Giancarlo Coya feeds it to Carlos Mendez to begin the second quarter. And Dan Wilkins here with Gavin Van Rel and Trey Battle has it. Brings it to Mendez. Still staying beyond the arc here. Not forcing the issue as Battle. Back to Mendez. Back to Coya. Coya swinging it well. All of these guys are swinging it real well. They're holding Bishop Eustace at bay. You know, they were down by a lot early, but Gloucester Catholic is a team built on getting through adversity. Mostero with a nice one-handed feed to Kyle Golden, but it can't go. We got a scramble in the paint on two knees. Down on both of his knees. He hangs onto it. Mostero, three, gone! Electric Factory, Jack Mostero, 17-14. Gloucester Catholic has been great from three, but now that Bishop Eustace has blown this lead, what should the plan of action be?
They've been sticking to calling plays all game. The passing game has been going for them, but they can't make the shots down low, exemplified by that right there, but he gets the putback. It's 16-17. Eustace cuts the lead down to 1.
But yeah, I mean, look, they need to start hitting their shots down low. They've missed a lot of layups and mid-rangers that probably should be wide open shots. And probably for a team of Eustace's caliber in undoubtedly the toughest division in South Jersey, unless you count something in the Cape Atlantic, you know, these guys face some of the toughest opponents that you can face in South Jersey. And these guys have to one-up each other on how big their strength of schedule is. Mendez misses a layup after stopping in the paint, and now down the floor, lays it up. That's going to be goaltending. Offensive goaltending. Goaltending against Semraglio, and Coya is out. Janipro, excuse me, is back in. Just under 2 minutes played in this first quarter, and Eustace would have had the lead, but then that offensive goaltending call took it away. Nice spin move by Mostero, but again, that's the bane of what Gloucester Catholic has done all year, is that they've just been a little too fancy when they don't need to be. They don't need to make these wild passes. They don't need to try these no-look moves or catch and shoot threes with one hand or whatever. I don't care what it is. If you're not scoring, then you're not doing the right thing. It's good to be a little crafty, but not when it comes at the expense of your offense. Golden kicks it out to Dnipro, and a 3-second violation will be called. Dnipro made the shot, but it's not going to count. That'll be a turnover. This is what I call playoff jitters, Gavin. You know, you have situations like these where you have the goaltending call and you have the 3-second violation. Sometimes the fundamental rules of the game just go out the window when you're in as an electric of an atmosphere as this is. You know, standing room only tonight. That's a big mistake by Jack Mastero there. He touched it before it went out of bounds, so it will be Eustace ball in a prime position with 4:49 to play. But sometimes when you're in as tough of an atmosphere as this is, sometimes even your best judgment goes against you. 1-point game. Colleen has this one. Colleen transferred from Audubon, my home school, to Bishop Eustace this past year. That ball gets knocked by Dnipro on a foul on Dnipro. It looks like it will be in the act of shooting. Foul is indeed called against Billy. And this will bring Mr. number 11, that being Dylan Adamas, to the line. Adamanis, the 6'6" sophomore, only with more room to grow, makes that first free throw to tie the game, and he makes his second, just like that. He's got a very straightforward shot, and you know, I think that's what Bishop Eustace does best, and I think that's what wins them games, is that they make their fundamental shots. Mastero misses, but Adamanis with 263 points and 18 rebounds in his sophomore year. 18-17, Eustace back with the lead. They're going to try to extend that. Surprised goaltending wasn't called against GC, but I guess because his hand only hit the net and not the rim, but it was still on the ball's way down. Dnipro has it. Golden. Mendez has it. Tried to cut to the right, crosses over, Euro just a little short. That ball had too much spin on it. Mastero, one-handed floater, goes! For those just tuning in, it's 20-19 in favor of Bishop Eustace. Nice feed up the middle. Dnipro put his hand up, and now a foul that will be against Eustace. It's going to be a push against Adamanis. First foul against Dylan tonight. But with this being a back-and-forth game now, everybody's kind of got to reset to square one, and now Gloucester Catholic has been hitting those shots down low, and Dnipro back to Golden. Golden, oh, we got a foul here. That's going to be looks like a blocking foul against number 31, Frank Semeglio. Giancarlo Coya is going to bring this in for GC in a 1-point game. Gavin, the plan of action here for Gloucester Catholic to make sure that lead stays steady?
At one point down 9-0, now down by 1. The game is essentially 0-0, and Gloucester Catholic seems to be in full control of the momentum. Jack Mastero has electrified this crowd, and it's one of the loudest crowds in South Jersey. And right there is an exemplified reason as to why you need to lock in for the playoffs. You can't let the moment get to you.
Yeah, the air ball right there doesn't exactly give your team a confidence boost per se, but from mid-range, missed, put back, doesn't go, and the rebound by Battle, that will be Gloucester Catholic ball. Golden will have it. Also, at this time, we just surpassed 1,600 subscribers on YouTube. Now, when I logged off my computer earlier tonight, we were at 1,570. So on this broadcast alone, we've gained 30 subscribers. So just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody for contributing. On Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, we love the support. As Mendez puts up a three, doesn't get it. The offense is really stalled out on both sides, and this is turning into a deja vu of Monday night, where it's not that the offense is bad and the defense is good, it's that both the offense and defense have been bad. Nobody has been able to hit the shots, but nobody has been strong enough at the line to block them. This crowd just gets restless with every second that Eustace holds onto the ball. Off, no dribble, but a three shot doesn't go. Spin around, Sanreglio's got it. Or rather, Adamanis. Minute left to play in the half. From the free throw line, Mendez go. Thursday night basketball right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Listen to this. This is something special. This student section is into it, and they are riling up the Eustace crowd. They're riling up the 5 players on the court. 10 seconds left. Fed into the corner. Is anybody going to have a shot before the buzzer? From the free throw line, doesn't go. Bastero's going to have time for a heave. He lets it fly, and that goes into the second row. At the end of the first half, 22-21, Bishop Eustace claws their way back into a first half lead. We'll be right back for over 100 viewers on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. We'll be right back.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar. Operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey, Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp. Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all natural cages and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
The third quarter is upon us. 22-21 in favor of Bishop Eustace. I'm Dan Wilkins with Gavin Van Rel to my left. An excellent game so far, and man, an excellent game so far. Bishop Eustace was out to a 9-3 lead at one point. Gloucester Catholic used the three ball to their advantage, was hitting from deep, hitting inside. You know, they were just smacking the balls, and they were shooting the balls. And now we've got another 16 minutes to play. How have you seen this first half so far, Gav?
Well, Gloucester Catholic has come out of the gates and shaken the rust off that they've had on them all night. It took them a slow start to get back into it, but it looks like they're finally ready. And this game has been extremely competitive ever since. Jack Mustaro has been a horse with rebounds today, putting all of his effort. This is his last game. He knows that this could be it. So all these seniors putting everything on the line tonight.
Well, remember, Jack Mustaro is a junior, so he's still... That's what I said. I didn't think he was a junior either because he's got that giant tattoo on his arm, but he's still got a full year in the red and gold left for GC. Now, the seniors that are going to be leaving, though, like Billy Janipro, that could be their last game if they lose tonight. Oh, they missed the layup. Janipro has it. Mendez has it. Nick Calzanetti, there's a foul there. But they've got five seniors: Giancarlo Coya, Trey Battle, Kyle Golden, Nick Calzanetti, and Billy Janipro. But for somebody that set a single-season three-point record for Gloucester Catholic, Jack Mustaro still has another year to improve, just like his brother RJ, who's the cleanup hitter for RCGC Baseball, the Junior College National Champions. The Mustaro family is one that talks with actions, not with words. You're not going to see Jack chirping up another opponent and drawing a technical foul against him. You're going to see him talk to his opponent by drilling a three ball from outside. There's another foul, back-to-back fouls against Eustace. With a packed to the brim crowd tonight. Mustaro picks it up on one hand. Mendez runs in, gets blocked, gets the layup. Shot goes for number 25, Tom Semiraglio. And Bishop Eustace gets the first points of the half, 24-21. This broadcast is brought to you by Garden State Pet Center. Keep your pet happy and healthy today with the most organic pet products there is, including food, toys, cages, accessories, and more. Visit today 7 days a week at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon. On the right side of your screen, Mendez kind of taking a page out of Eustace's playbook, running down the clock a little bit. They know they don't need to score 60 points in a night. They just know they need to win the game. You know, in the playoffs, team wins come above all else. Oh, we've got a big scramble. Hands in face, and a layup good by Battle. I am surprised there wasn't some sort of foul called there. I mean, man. Got a lob in the paint, gets disrupted. Mendez has it, bounce past the Battle, that gets disrupted. They'll have to go to plan B. Mendez goes outside, Euro inside, gets dropped to the floor, and Janipro can't believe that no foul is called, as about 60% of this gym also is up in arms. And as Bishop Eustace rightfully points out, they do have a freshman in their starting five, and that is Delano Mann. Not only that, they are a young team. Braden Colleen is a junior. Glassmacher is a junior. The Semiraglio twins are juniors. And then you've got Delano Mann, the freshman. Bruce Barton is a freshman as well. He's had varsity minutes tonight. Same with Mike Barklow, the guard. This team is full of guys who will be there in 2025, maybe even 2026. These two teams both have a substantial amount of starters that could very well be playing in this very same game this time next year. Cut to the right for Battle. He stops, tries to get it, gets blocked, picks up his rebound. Golden cuts to the left. Leaves a man open, and that's going to be called for a walk. A Euro step gone awry. That'll be a turnover. Seems like the pressure is getting to both of these teams.
What I've noticed so far, as I mentioned earlier, Gloucester Catholic's rebounding has been amazing tonight. Everybody putting their bodies on the line and not willing to get hurt if it means keeping the possession alive. We saw it a few possessions ago by the senior Trey Battle with his great rebound and putback. And all night, Gloucester Catholic has been about one thing: hustle and grit. That's two things, but you get the point.
3 ball short. Mendez picked up the rebound. Checking into the game for Bishop Eustace is Frank Semiraglio, the 6'2" junior forward. Mastero put up a 3 and he's got it again. Rams retake the lead, 26-24. A nice pass in the air. Colleen has it. Semiraglio with 56 points this year, 9 rebounds, and only 1 steal in 14 games played, as that will be a foul call. So foul on GC, their first foul of the quarter, and it will be called a shooting foul, so Eustace goes to the line for 2. Listen to this student section. It goes. That's one of the best distractions I've seen. He made his first, and he makes his second. So the distraction is to no avail. That was genuinely funny, though. 26-26. Golden, out to the right, Janipro, back to Golden, back to Mendez, a little bit of a stutter step, and a foul on Eustace. Hoya checks in. Trey Battle has it. Bounce pass to Mastero, cuts to the left. He's got 3 men on him and he misses. Pulled down by Semiraglio. Ball gets knocked away in the paint. Mendez from deep, he drilled it. He drilled it. That was from NBA range almost. Timeout called by Doc. He has been the only one to burn any timeouts tonight, and he still has 3 left. 2:14 in the third. 29-26 GC. Timeout is lifted. 2:14 left in the third quarter. Here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, we are a small organization that appreciates any contribution from fans who wish to keep South Jersey sports alive and well on the airwaves. There's our Venmo handle if you'd like to send us anything. All donations are greatly and wonderfully appreciated. Sets up a 3-ball. No good. Second chance. They're going to give it to the same man. Is he going to shoot the same shot? Goes back to Colleen on the Euro. Goal. 1-point game. Mastero, good on the fallback. As you said, these guys have been putting their bodies on the line tonight. No stone left unturned. Samaraglio, Colleen sets up a play. I was going to say, might see a pick and roll. I'm surprised we haven't, though. As another Euro, this time, no good. Mastero picks it up under a minute to play in the third. Mendez has it. Golden. I mean, I'm very surprised. I thought Bishop Eustace was going to be leading most of this game, but it's been more back and forth than we'd thought. And now they're just waiting it out. But again, Eustace, they have 3 fouls against them. They're not really that close to a bonus yet. They still would have 2 more. The fact that the team's just resting and not doing anything about it, I don't really see a lot of hustle there. And that goes to both sides. Foul, Eustace. That'll kind of force the hand a little bit. He was leaning in with the shoulder, and there's a good draw foul there. As 5 seconds left. GC up by 3 over Eustace. Bounce pass to Mendez. He puts up a 3. No good. Not going to have a putback in time. That sends us to the end of the third quarter. Gloucester Catholic up by 3 with 8 minutes to play in regulation. One quarter could be the difference between a win and a trip to St. Rose down in Belmar in the Shore Conference. Or it could mean going home and watching the game on television. 31-28, Gloucester Catholic, even though they're the home team, hasn't really had much of a home court advantage tonight. You know, Bishop Eustace, they can play anywhere. They can play at home. They can play on the road. They're one of the most adaptable teams when it comes to South Jersey play. They have the size and they have the depth on their bench to where they can play anybody and compete. They competed versus Camden, teams that, you know, Billy Richmond will throw a 360 windmill to send you out of the water. A tough pass from Dnipro. That would be a foul on Eustace. These guys are playing a little rough. I wouldn't say they're playing dirty, but they're definitely playing aggressively. That's to say the least. That ball goes. Or rather, doesn't. Yeah, it did. Sorry. (32-28) two-possession game. Carlos Mendez at the charity stripe. No good. He misses his second. Colleen heaves the pass in. By the way, earlier tonight, we broke another viewership record with the most concurrent viewers in a Dan Wilkins Broadcasting stream, as that shot goes by number 2, Ian Grassmedler, with 164 concurrent viewers on our broadcast. That broke the record that was set on Monday here. Golden halted everybody, including himself. Even made the crowd silent. Mendez, in double traffic, passes it out. Spin move by Semireglio. And for the first time tonight, Eustace burns a timeout. Gloucester Catholic with their biggest lead yet, 35-30. 6:32 to play in the fourth. We'll be right back. Eustace comes back from a timeout. They'll have possession. Ian Glassmedler. Glassmacher, the junior, 6'3". Colleen gets a 3-ball up. No good. Mastero and Battle collide. Two teammates get together, and Eustace gets another shot. Glassmacher with 293 high school career points, 103 this year, 163 rather, with 39 boards. Colleen coming in like a bat out of nowhere, and that'll be a foul, and they will call it a shooting foul. Here we go. Good. Well, the young man has taken off his shirt 3 times, and Eustace has made all three free throws. So they might be having the opposite effect of what they're looking for. Doesn't go. Eustace gets the board. They miss the layup, and it's Gloucester ball. Oh no, they're going to turn it over. They overturn the call on the spot. From the charity stripe, no good. Mastero pulls in the rebound. He's going to let this one air out a little bit. You know, it's kind of like how for a kid it's never too early to think about college. For Gloucester Catholic, it is never too early to think about clock management. So it's going to be a foul. and it will be against Gloucester Catholic. But that'll be a reach. But here's the thing. You still have 5.5 minutes left, but with no shot clock, you can pull an Atlantic City move. You can pull a Cherokee move. Almost every single playoff game we've seen this year has had some sort of clock draining so that you can buy yourself a little more time or drain the team against you some more time. Some aggressive passing, and Battle had the last touch, so Eustace will retain possession on the ball that went out of bounds. But that's where we're at right now, is that these guys are playing their rears off, and they're not going to stop till that clock hits 0. But both teams have been guilty of that clock draining tonight, and even though that's been the case, you can't fault them. They're not breaking any rules. They're not even breaking any unwritten rules. They're doing what the state allows them to do. You know, we had this discussion on Tuesday as that shot went for Eustace over whether a shot clock is good for Jersey basketball. Personally, I think yes, but I think there's also pros and cons to it as well. It's, as is with everything, a double-edged sword. Some people are forever going to love it. Some people are forever going to hate it. 2 fouls on each side. And Billy Ginepro will bring the ball in for Gloucester Catholic here. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the fourth. Brings it back to Mendez. Well beyond half court. Golden. Like, you're going to try to take as few shots as possible until that clock hits 0. It'll only be in the last minute that you're going to see the fouls rack up, the bonuses rack up, and you'll see people going for shots just because they have to out of necessity. Ginepro, we got a foul here. Who's it going to be against? It's going to be against Eustace. Not happy with the call is Coach Falcon. Koya will check in. Checking out is Ginepro after the foul. Pass to Battle, who had it. Couldn't tell by that angle on the far side. Bounce pass to Golden. He's got a shot, but he's not going to take it. I mean, hey, do I like it? No, but they're doing everything that they're told to do, and if they're playing by the letter of the law, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. But Eustace is starting to pick up on it as Battle puts up a 3. No good. Who got a hand on it? It'll be Eustace, as they say Giancarlo Koya touched it before the ball went out of bounds. But look, this is what's important here. Eustace is starting to realize that you need to pressure in order to have the ball. You just have to pressure. Putting up a 3, that's an air ball. Listen to this crowd. Battle got deceived, and the ball goes out of bounds. Ball skipped off of my right hand, and the scorer's table got shook. Put down 1 block in the scorebook for Dan Wilkins. I think they're making sure the scorer's table is back into position here. And what also happened was that the scorer actually took a hit. Scorer actually took a hit when the scores table moved. Thanks to Gavin for pointing that out. I did not see that. Mastero. It's a battle. Golden took a step. He might as well shoot it at this point. He flies forward, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Gloucester Catholic. That'll give Eustace another chance. Eustace called a timeout. They'll call a 30, so we'll keep it here. This broadcast is brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement, the place to be. If you want to make your dream kitchen come true with wholesale kitchen cabinets and countertops at a heavily discounted rates compared to big box retailers, visit today on 612 Creek Road in Belmar, next to the 42 on-ramp. This broadcast is also brought to you by Harper Driving School. Drive into success today by taking a free on-site road test. Visit at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman, right off of Lambs Road. All right, 35-33. For one of these teams, unless we go to overtime, it'll be their last 3 minutes of the season. And for another, it'll just be the beginning. Brandon Doherty, his first year as a Gloucester Catholic head coach, looking to lead his team to the non-public B final and a date with St. Rose next week. Colleen has it. Here comes a three. Good! Eustace retakes the lead. But Jason Curbison was the head coach of Gloucester Catholic for the past 2 years. Led his team to a 13-14 record in 22 and a 16-11 record in 2023. And for Doc, he was an assistant here for 10 years, even under the Todd Powers administration. And now, young versus old, fresh versus experienced, and rustic versus stainless steel. With under 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, we've got an offset, 36-35, and wait a second. The foul is going to go against Eustace. It's going to go against Braden Colleen, who is not happy, trying to explain his case. And that is going to be a huge blow for Eustace because right now they are at their fourth foul. And also for Colleen, that is his third. Only 2 more and he has to sit the bench even if we go to an overtime period, as we did on Monday. But right now, it's game time. These guys are going to buy their shots. They are going to make sure that no stone is left unturned, that no basket is left unoccupied. As Battle plays a little Rodman ball inside, but he is unfazed. He is turned away by Smaraglio. Here we go. Battle again, gives it to Mastero, a moving three. No good, no good. We've got just over a minute left. Colleen, ball gets taken away. Mendez dives. Ball will go to Eustace. Ball goes to Eustace. And that puts the advantage in their hands in the final 50 seconds. That will call a timeout. We'll take one more break. 3 timeouts left on each side. 36-35, down to the wire here at the Michelangelo Gym. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than this. Playoff basketball. The winner gets a trip to St. Rose. Gets a trip not to St. Rose in Haddon Heights, but St. Rose in Belmar, the 26-2 team that almost beat Montverde Academy of Florida earlier this year. The team with the number 1 recruit in this year's high school class, Cooper Flagg. Eustace trying to pass the ball as much as possible. Gloucester Catholic has 2 more fouls to burn before a bonus. And that's your first right there. Our next broadcast, if I have a voice, will be tomorrow to kick off the month of March. Brandon Doherty will call a timeout. We'll keep it here. 33.6 in the fourth. But our next broadcast will be college baseball. The Penn State Abington Nittany Lions and the Rutgers Camden Scarlet Raptors. 3:30 p.m. on Friday, March 1st. And the Saturday doubleheader versus Rosemont for Rutgers Camden, due to poor weather, or incoming poor weather, has been moved to Sunday, March 3rd at 11:30 and 1:30 Eastern. So for those that were looking to watch that, it will still happen, but it will instead be on Sunday the 3rd and not Saturday the 2nd. After that, we'll be back with more Rutgers Camden baseball a little bit after that on March 7th versus the York College Spartans, before Rutgers Camden leaves for the Russ Matt Central Florida Invitational on March 9th. (36-35), a one-point game, almost certainly destined for the DWB Classics Hall. There's Ryan Murphy, the Gloucester Catholic AD. 30 seconds left. Gloucester Catholic has 1 foul before a bonus, and the layup. But I don't know about that. That doesn't seem like a wise move. And Doherty's going to burn another timeout as Eustace will talk it over with 22 seconds left. I mean, at that point, you hold on to the ball and you force Gloucester Catholic to use that foul and get a bonus. I mean, there's 2 sides to the story, but think about it this way. Think about it this way. If Gloucester Catholic doesn't make a 3, which they've been not as good with tonight as they have been, they haven't been as good with the 3 ball in the second half as they have been in the first. That one shot is going to make or break the season. If they make the shot, whether it's Mostero or Janipro or anybody who's contributed triples tonight, then that ties the game. And we have a deja vu replica of Monday night. But if they miss, Bishop Eustace gets the bonus, and the game, in an anticlimactic fashion, is most likely over. But you don't look at the 3 and the 2 on the bottom of your screen. You think of the strength of schedule. You think of the teams that they have played and who they have had to beat to get here. Gloucester Catholic and Bishop Eustace both had first-round byes. Gloucester Catholic took down number 7 seed St. Joe's Hamilton in the quarterfinal round. Eustace ended up starting their playoff journey back on Monday with, with a win over Cavalry Christian. Mostero from deep. No! That is not the shot to take. And that's going to give Bishop Eustace an overwhelming advantage as this place is going nuts. He had time on the clock. Why did he take that shot? That was almost NBA range. And that is unbelievable. Good. 2-possession game. And it's basically over. 9.8 seconds left. And they will call a timeout before that second free throw. Bishop Eustace might have just punched their ticket to the South Jersey non-public B final. They came into this gym ready to go. They were hitting all of their shots in practice. And now, with a wonderful traveling crew to support, they now are just 9.8 seconds away from taking home the victory. As we said, Bishop Eustace and Gloucester Catholic both had first round byes to get here, to get to where they are now, and to get to this penultimate game of the season. Even if they lose next week to St. Rose, which, let's be honest, the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of St. Rose, they're going to go in with a passion. They're going to look at the footage of tonight's game, and they're going to recall those memories in their heads and say, hey, look at what we accomplished. Look at what we did, and look what's next. If Bishop Eustace wins this game, they would improve to 13-16 on the season, going into the St. Rose final next week. Gloucester Catholic would end their season and their first with Coach Brandon Doherty with a over 500 record, but a darn good result for it. In the Final Four of the South Jersey non-public bracket, this shot to make it 5 from Frank Sermaglio. It's good. And a defeated crowd now has one more chance to cheer. Mendez puts up a 3, doesn't go, and that will do it. Bishop Eustace goes on the road and takes down Gloucester Catholic. They have a date in St. Rose next week. The 3 seed has entered the gym and runs GC out of it. 40-35 in a low-scoring affair. They take home the victory in what will be our final basketball game of the 2024 season. Gloucester Catholic goes to 15-13, and my goodness, what an excellent campaign it was for both sides. And even if Gloucester Catholic's campaign is over, well, guess what? Bishop Eustace is going to have a lot to play for and a lot of momentum. And look at this. The Bishop Eustace players are mingling with the fans down there. It's almost a circus here as a defeated Gloucester Catholic crowd goes home with not a lot to show for. Actually, I'm sorry, no, a lot to show for. They made it this far, and even if neither team was going to ever beat St. Rose, guess what? That was still one heck of a game and one heck of a campaign by both sides. The final score tonight, Bishop Eustace 40, Gloucester Catholic 35. From everybody here at Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, that was our 25th basketball game of the campaign, and unfortunately, that is the last one of this 2024 campaign. Baseball season is in full swing. We have both Bishop Eustace and Gloucester Catholic games on the schedule. You can check that out on our social medias, which are linked in the description of this video, if you want to take a look at our future schedules. Would like to thank everybody for being so supportive during this basketball season, and also, as of tonight, breaking that viewership record again at 240. Oh my goodness, you guys just blew it out of the water tonight for an 18-year-old kid who's doing this to fulfill his dream and to make a career out of it. I could not be grateful. I could not be more grateful for the opportunity that I've been given, and I wish everybody the best no matter where you go from here, whether you watch another one broadcast or another 1,000. That's all for us tonight. I'm Dan Wilkins with our social media coordinator, Anthony DePalma, and our graphics crew, Gavin Van Rel and Caleb Lane, and our producer, Gavin Van Rel, as well. Baseball season begins for sure tomorrow. 40-35, Eustace knocks off Gloucester Catholic. We'll see you all tomorrow at Rutgers Camden. Good night, everybody.